What if I tell you you could start your racing career with this?
We're going to quickly run through my current sim racing setup. So the chassis is the Six Sigma, gets the job done.
So I recently watched the movie Gran Turismo, which is based on a true story on young modern-born. Young went from sim racing to driving GTs, Formula 3, and winning 24 hours of Le Mans. It is even crazier to think that the way Michael Schumacher went from Formula 3 to sports car and eventually Formula 1 is a less likely path than people to transition from sim racing to Formula racing nowadays.
Coming from sports cars is very, very rare nowadays. Yeah, there's not many drivers. It's kind of a pretty set pathway starting from go-karts or now even sim racing, then going to Formula 4, Formula 3, Formula 2, Formula 1.
And Jan isn't the only one who made his way up to a real track from sim racing. Jimmy Brabant, a YouTuber who films sim racing videos, made it to racing in Brick Car Endurance Championship and Praga Cup. Video game Race Room even released the car Goldie that Jimmy has driven in Praga Cup. Isn't it crazy to have your own car model in a game that you played? It's like making a whole loop back to Jimmy Brabant's sim racing journey. Anyway, there's also Jean Basse, which is the first sim racer that made it to Formula 2 from Formula 1 esports. The role that advanced technology plays in modern motorsports is truly spectacular. In modern Formula 1, mid-season testing is banned as part of a sport's effort to cut spending, so many teams have relied heavily on simulation technology. The increasing scrutiny on the use of aerodynamic testing technology like CFD-based simulation or computational fluid dynamics, which was also used to recreate aerodynamics in games like Gran Turismo 6 and 7. It is also being regulated by FIA, as both the wind tunnels and CFD software can provide unfair advantage to teams' performance. Nowadays, teams can develop an entire car, each and every car part, even the roughness of a track on a computer. You know how sometimes when you use one of those newer iPhones to take pictures at night, the pictures still turn out clear and sharp. So game developers use the same LiDAR technology that your iPhone uses to recreate quality images by collecting information from your surroundings. They will capture track details by shooting a laser beam and measuring the time the light returns to calculate the distance. This is how every single detail is captured and rendered into three-dimensional objects. So if there's a bump on the track, that's all being replicated in the simulator. With the increasing accuracy and accessibility of racing simulators, it is not difficult to imagine more racing drivers coming from the sim racing communities.
These sim drivers, they're so quick. It's very interesting to see them drive because they have no real experience of a car. But somehow, when you look at how they're braking, how they're controlling, it is how it should be.
Max Verstappen, as an active sim racer himself, also plans to build a GT3 racing team to bring sim racers to the real world. Have you tried sim racing yourself? What's your take on bringing sim racers to the real track? Drop a comment below and let me know your thoughts. Also, if you enjoy the video, subscribe to my YouTube channel and social media accounts to get more interesting stories on Formula 1 and motorsports.